It's time for Lawrenceburg Almost Live with your hosts, Tiffany and Tia.
Oh, we are live. I'm sorry. Welcome to Lawrenceburg Live. He's turned opposite today, so I couldn't see that we're live.
He's pointing, you're looking that direction, and I'm going,
oh.
I'm like, Tiffany, that's your cue.
I know, I'm sorry. And then I'm looking at my phone.
I'm beating her under the table over here.
Hello. Hey, we are back tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
We missed y'all last week.
We did miss you last week. It was a little busy last week.
So, we're working moms.
Yeah, we are.
And we have everything else going on just like all y'all do. And so we kept trying last week. She had 2 trials last week.
I had 2 jury trials. That's never happened to me before.
That's a
back
lot
to back.
That's a lot of prep work. And
little bit.
I worked them. Doesn't require any prep on my part, but I worked them. And so between that and our kids' games, and Mr. Producer had something going on Thursday night because his wife made plans for him, and we just couldn't get our act together last week, so we skipped a week.
Philip was out of town, and so I had boy duty all week long by myself, and thank God Mama was there to help too, and the girls at the office helped me out, and
so we just
it takes a village. That's right. So we just couldn't do it.
We do that all the time. I got a friend. Speaking of, I got a text from a friend on Sunday, at the last minute, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I need your help," and I was like, "Okay." And remember, she came to, so a friend of ours, Emmy Womack's little boy, Ethan, has a Friendsgiving party every year. Mm-hmm. And so our kids are friends with Ethan. And so it was Sunday night. Mm-hmm. So my friend texted me Sunday afternoon late and said, I don't have a way for Lydia to get home from cheer practice tonight. Can she come home with you and stay till we can get there? And I'm like, absolutely. Keela would be thrilled. And so I go and tell Keela. Keela's like, I'm supposed to be going to Ethan's. And I went, well, I guess she's going with you.
She's going too.
So she doesn't even go to school in Anderson County.
The more the merrier.
And I texted Emmy and I said, do you care? And Emmy goes, well, of course not. So there was all these Anderson County kids at Emmy's house and one Mercer County kid.
There you go.
Because I had an extra, and her mama was so appreciative. And that's what I told her. I was like, you never know when it might be me saying, I need a favor.
Exactly.
Can you do this for me? So
exactly.
I'm always happy if it's the last second. I'm like, sure.
Of course.
Absolutely. Because,
we're all in this
running
together.
And scrambling and
So we missed y'all last week, but it was a little crazy last week. So.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But let's talk about some of the stuff that occurred that we didn't get to talk about last week.
Yes. Because it was there were some bad things that happened last week because our Bearcats.
They got beat.
They got beat.
And they really, okay, first of all, I was at the game. It was against Highlands. And Highlands is a really good team. They're a powerhouse, have been for years. But we really should have beat them.
Yes, because we played relatively good.
Well, it had rained that day, and our field was a mess.
Yeah, and we didn't use our sprinkler system or anything. Highlands people.
Yeah, apparently there was 934 comments on the live feed.
On one feed.
On one feed, yes.
Because there was 2 feeds.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the second half.
So there was the game, Mr. Producer had the game on. And normally it's just us because people, it's just Anderson County fans because people don't, from other counties don't know that we're showing it. So it's just our people and everybody's happy. Well, because it was KHSAA and he was showing it for them, apparently there was Highland fans.
There's no sound.
And there was, Mr. Producer's trying to figure out why we don't have any sound.
Is this not on? Do we have to push that button?
Oh, it's just fine.
Well, should we stop?
I don't know, because it's kind of important that they hear us. So what will happen is he will show it again later if the sound is not working.
Oh my gosh, it's like the ball game.
So yeah, there were some issues at the ball game. So he has made Facebook mad, is what he's done. He has made Facebook.
Anyway, go ahead with Highlands.
So Highlands was ugly about some of their comments, and Highlands has a turf field, apparently, and we do not. And I was at the game, so here's the thing. It was cold as blazes that night, y'all, let me tell you what. I didn't have a kid playing, and I'm thinking, why am I sitting here?
You showed up there.
I was. It actually wouldn't have been too bad if the wind hadn't been blowing. It was the wind that was making it really bad. But, so we were sitting there, and it had been raining that day, so it made the field sloppy, muddy. And we have boys that play both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Well, the Hollins team came out. They must have had everybody in the town on that football team. I've never seen so many football jerseys. They must have had the 6th grade, the 7th grade, the 8th grade. They must have had everybody because there was a million football players on their team. I mean, it was a mass of kids. I'm like, how many buses did y'all bring down here with football players on it? And then you had our little group of boys. So when our boys would play both sides of the ball, of course, they're muddy, filthy muddy. And then the Highlands boys, because they're only playing offense or defense, so they would go off the field, and then a fresh group would come on, and they wouldn't have any mud on them. And we're like, well.
Well, I'm just going to tell y'all, I don't like their fans. I don't like their fans at all. Because I'm watching the game at home, and I see the live feed, and I'm thinking, I'm getting ready to get in a fight.
Well, we got the last laugh, okay? And the reason why I say that is because, one, they really didn't have that many fans at the field.
Yeah, because they were all on our feed.
Granted, they had to travel, okay, but they really didn't have that many fans. And I'm convinced that it was the parents from all the 50,000 players they had on the field. And so they were a non-issue at the football game. The fans were a non-issue.
They were all on the Facebook Live.
And so there was lots of turnovers. I'm sure it's because the ball was wet, the field was muddy, but we committed a lot of turnovers, and we actually ended up beating ourselves. And I really thought we were going to pull it out there at the very end.
Yes.
We were only down by 4 points.
Yes.
With 34 seconds left in the game, and we were on their 20-yard line, and we were on the first down. All we had to do was score.
Yes.
There was a bad call made, and there were several bad calls, and I'm not normally one of those people that say, there was some bad calls made. But there was. I expected that somebody's saying something funny on there.
Yeah. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but Tiffany has her mad face on.
Yes, her mad face. I expected for it to be a game at the end of the season, a playoff game, that the officiating would have been better, and it was not. And so there was a horrible call with 34 seconds left that made a huge difference in the game, and we ended up losing. But Highlands apparently was talking some smack before the game. Their players were talking about how they were going to be running the clock at the end, because meaning they would be beating us by so much the clock would be on perpetual run instead of stopping to move the chains and all that. And that did not happen. They beat us by 4 points. However, they had to play Covington Cath last week, and they got spanked by Covington Cath, 36-0.
Karma. You know what they say about karma.
And the clock was run. So, I'm just saying. Yeah. So, but
wonder if you had a live feed to watch then.
Yeah. But our boy, CC, we call him CC.
We call him CC.
But it's C.A. Collins.
C.A. Collins. Listen, we need to get him on this show.
Yes.
We need to bring him on here because we need him to know
we call him
CC.
So he was voted and named Channel 18's Player of the Year.
I know. That was
Football
so
Player
awesome.
of the Year.
I voted for him. I don't know how many times I'm there and voting.
Good for him. Congratulations.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes.
CC.
Yes.
We renamed you.
Yes.
CC.
His real name is C.A.
C.A.
Everybody at school calls him
CC.
C.A. But we call him CC.
CC. The Lawrenceburg Live ladies call you CC.
So, then we had Bearcat basketball. So, we had the Glen Drury Classic. They still can't hear us.
Oh, Josh Satterley.
What's
he said, gosh, this is peaceful.
Because Tiffany, you can't hear. For those of you who can't hear me, I'm still hoarse. It's been 3 weeks. I can talk better, but not great.
He said, I could really have some fun with this situation, but I'll refrain.
He probably could. Probably could. So, Bearcat basketball, the Glen Drury Classic has replaced Bearcat Madness.
Yes.
And so the boys and the girls played, the middle school kids, everybody got to play.
Yes.
Everybody got to play that
Yes.
day. And so the girls played Frederick Douglass, and the boys played East Jessamine. And the way it works in a scrimmage is they keep score for a quarter, and then they start back at 0 for the next quarter, and then they keep score, and then they go to the next quarter, and so on and so forth. So the girls played so well, and I didn't know this, I didn't realize this until after the game, They scored 96 points.
Holy moly!
In 4 quarters. 96 points.
Wow.
And on that note, the Anderson County girls Lady Cat Bearcat basketball team.
Aren't they ranked really high?
Number 14 in the state.
There you have it.
And let me tell you, guess who number 13 is? And they lost 5 starters.
Who? Mercer County?
Mercer County. They're the 2-time reigning state champion, and we're only 1 below them. What's that telling y'all?
We're pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. So, I have to give my plug to my girl. I know y'all can't hear me, but hopefully you'll hear me later. So, my tall daughter, Lauren Boblitz.
Yes, congratulations, Lauren.
Excuse me. She had her signing last week to play basketball at Georgetown College.
That is so awesome.
So, she signed her commitment papers last Thursday afternoon.
That's exciting.
At 3:20, and so we are so excited for her. Clay Bird was still her coach. I had nothing but wonderful things to say about
I'm
her.
sure.
And here's the thing. I was impressed. Clay did a really good job. And if he hears me say that, he's going to be like, really? But he did. He did a really good job. I was pleasantly surprised, Clay. He was very articulate and very nice, very professional.
I don't have any doubt, Clay.
I do. Because I talk to Clay on a regular basis. So, no.
Remember, I knew Clay when he was itty bitty.
That's true. That's true. But the best part was Nick Can comes up to me afterwards, and he had seen me sitting in the stands from up on stage when they went up there, and all had the girls had their pictures made with Lauren and all that kind of stuff. And he said, "Let me see your shirt. I want to see if it says what I think it says." I had a shirt made. Lauren didn't know. And she's called me Short Mama for years, and it says Lauren Short Mama on it.
That is so cute.
So, yeah. So, everybody else had on Georgetown College shirts. I had on a black t-shirt that says Lauren Short Mama on it.
That's pretty sweet.
So, she had Division I offers that she really considered, but she decided to go to Georgetown instead. And I'm happy because she's right down the road, and I can go to, like, all of her games if I want to.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
So, that's great. So, congratulations. That's a big deal. So their next, the boys and the girls games, all of their next couple of games are away. The first home game that both of the boys and girls have for the Bearcat basketball is December the 1st. It's a Saturday. So that that afternoon, the boys are going to play at 2 and at 3:30. And then we're going to have our parade that we're going to talk about in just a minute at 5 o'clock. And then the girls are going to play at 6 and 7:30. So we got your whole day mapped out for you.
Yep, that's
And
good.
if you want to go see the 7th grade boys basketball, you can go see them at 10 o'clock that morning.
Yes, you can go see the 7th grade. No, hold on. I think it's 6th grade.
Grade first.
Starts
Then
at 10,
7th.
then 7th, then 8th. So
You can make it a whole day of basketball on Christmas break.
You can. And then you can also, it's going to be at the same time, but then you can also go see the best Christmas pageant ever, because that's on December
Right.
the 1st as well. November the 30th, the best Christmas pageant ever.
I'm taking the girls to that.
We're going to see this
I'm
too.
taking the girls to that.
That is November the 30th at 7, December the 1st at 7, December the 2nd at 2 p.m. in the Anderson County High School Bearcat Theater.
The tickets are $10 and $5 for ages 7 and under. And it's all of our local kids. I'm so excited
Yes.
for them.
And Meredith said that the kids have worked so hard, and they have, they're having a stage designed by somebody in Nashville, I think.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like,
We big time.
It is big time.
We big time.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all know it's the day before Thanksgiving. So we have lots to be thankful for. My sweet friend.
The day.
She's had a rough week this last week. And her sweet daddy passed away how many years now? 5 years ago today. So we've been thinking about her all day. But he's here just to aggravate us. We know he's watching. So we have lots to be thankful for, and I'm sure you all do too. But one of the things that you can show your thankfulness for is this weekend by shopping local.
Yes.
So to support your local businesses, some of our local businesses, even if they're not Lawrenceburg, it can be a local business in Harrisburg and be a local business in Versailles, because those are our neighbors and our family members, and they're not some big conglomerate that's making all this money. So go support them. But it's statewide. Saturday is their shop local day, and spend some of your money there. So I try to throw them as much money as I can. I thought about trying to throw them money during the year, but
me too. Mm-hmm.
But really, this time of year too. So
I know that I'm a little biased. My Sweet Mash girls, they've been my friends ever since. Gosh, well, Dawn Bogey.
Forever.
Dawn Bogey and I were born 2 days apart, so Dawn and I have known each other since
didn't realize that.
birth. But Dawn, Tamara, and I have went all through school together, so I'm a little biased towards them. But I saw today that Saturday, I think they've got 25% off their entire store.
It is.
And then Friday, I think Black Friday, they've got buy one. What's the jewelry?
Kendra Scott.
Kendra Scott.
Yes,
buy one
I saw
Kendra
that.
Scott, get one free.
Yes, I saw that because I'm thinking I need a Kendra Scott necklace and earrings.
Hello. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good business right there.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, not to just plug them, but I mean that's like good stuff right there.
So we've got Sweet Mash, and we've got Chickadees, and we've got Magnolia, and we've got our local restaurants. We got the coffee shop. So go give everybody.
I'm sure the mix will have gift certificates available. That's a great stocking stuffer idea. There's just all kinds of stuff downtown.
And if you don't know, if you got somebody who always has everything and you don't know what to get them, go get them a bottle of bourbon from somewhere. We got 2 distillers.
Well, yeah, and Sweet Mash is selling that stuff too. So.
But I mean,
if
they like bourbon, you always gotta have bourbon to make bourbon balls.
Yeah, but they're selling liquor now.
I know.
So
yeah, I know.
And they're selling local
because
stuff.
their name,
and they're selling local wine.
Because now their name is Sweet Mash Southern Goods and Spirits. They've added the spirits part. But I mean, if you don't know what to get somebody, you gotta have bourbon to make bourbon balls. So I'm just saying. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world is bourbon
They've got
balls.
such cute stuff up there right now. I mean, I bought myself something Saturday when I bought Meredith the birthday present.
They've been in there for 2
By the way,
weeks.
Meredith Lewis, I'm sure you've seen it all over the place. She just turned 50. Fabulous and 50.
50. 50. She's 50. Okay.
Okay,
What else? So on the 29th at the library, we have 30 ways to use essential oils. On the 29th at 10 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So 2 classes that day.
Lord, is there 30 ways to use them oils?
Apparently. I've never used them. I don't know.
I haven't either.
I don't know. I got lots of friends that use them. They love them.
I know. Maybe we ought to go to that. When is that class?
The 29th. In between all of our other stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So then we got the pageant. The best Christmas pageant ever. I got pageants on the brain, y'all. I got pageants on the brain. Woo. Okay, so then on December the 1st.
Oh, you keep talking.
Yeah, so on December the 1st, we also have the Lawrenceburg Craft Fair from 9 to 4 at the Christian Academy of Lawrenceburg. We have the Christmas parade is that day, so it's at 5 o'clock. Line up at the Legion.
Yes.
It's going to be a nighttime parade. So it starts at 5 at the Legion, and then it'll come down Broadway and down Main
The theme is
Street.
Christmas lights on parade.
Yes.
Christmas lights on parade.
I like parades at night. The only thing that always concerns me is safety, because it's dark and I'm always afraid somebody's going to get run over because you can't see as much. It's great when you got lights and everything decorated, but I'm always afraid some kid's going to dart out in front of somebody and they're not going to see things. So just be extra special careful, okay?
And information and registration forms are available on the City of Lawrenceburg website.
Okay.
That's
So-
from Mr. Kendall Clinton. We always have to give you a shout out, Kendall. Thank you.
But he's not walking by
I
tonight.
know.
Yeah, he's not
He
walking by.
says he can't see us in the window.
'Cause of
That's what-
reflection.
Well, he says that the window's tinted.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
got tin
why
on it to keep the
I didn't know.
because the sun was blazing
So that's
in.
why whenever we wave at him, he doesn't see
He
us.
says. So then on December the 8th, the American Legion Post 34 is having their holiday vendor bazaar, and it's at the Legion building from 9 to 5. So you can go spend money up there too. And that's another way to shop local, because a lot of times it's people that are running businesses out of their house. They just may be selling something on the side. So that's a good way to support them too. All right. So then on Saturday, December the 8th, from 6 to 9, is the Chamber of Commerce 35th Annual Gala. Tickets are $50 each. If you're a Chamber member, $60 each. If you're not, and I think that's all I got over there.
Okay, listen. So I did the Walmart grocery pickup.
Oh yeah, not Click List. What's it called?
It's just grocery
Pickup.
pickup. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I hear you really like it. You and Christy Mall.
Yes, I like it. I was able to get 2 air mattresses. Like, you can get other stuff besides groceries.
So they just brought it up to the car to you?
And they bring it to the car to you.
But how do you look at it online and pick out which one you want, and then? Okay, because I like to be in the store. Okay.
I picked them. They were $7.
Well, you need air mattresses for $7.
I had 7 boys in my house last night.
They sleep on the floor. They're young.
I know. I'm going to take them back because I didn't use them.
No, I didn't say use them, and I'm going to take them back.
They didn't have a pump. And I forgot to buy a pump. They're still in the box. But I thought it was a good idea. But the point is you can get other stuff besides groceries. And, okay, so they're still new, and they're still working out all the kinks.
Yes.
And they forgot my couple bags of chips. Oh. And so I called them back, and I was like, I can't come up there right now and pick them up. I've got to go to my son's ball game, but I'll be up there tomorrow. And they were like, we'll have them out, ma'am. I'm so very sorry. Well, I am in court on Tuesday, and I get a text message from Beth in my office, and she's taking a picture of the 2 bags of chips. Mark Willard had them bring them to my office. He was like, oh, no,
because he knows who you are.
I was like, that is customer service right there.
Mark's the manager.
Mark
but he knows
awesome.
you.
I know. I was like, that is fabulous.
They don't know where I work.
They might.
I don't use it. I'm not used to it.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody asks me all the time. They tell me how great Kroger ClickList is.
It is.
Well, but I take my mom to Kroger every week, so I don't need ClickList because I'm going inside every week.
She needs to do it too.
She wants to look.
Lord, I love it.
This is one of her opportunities to get out of the house.
I know.
So
I love it.
To look.
I love it. Sorry, I had to plug it a little bit because it is fabulous.
I'm not a big Walmart fan. I like Kroger. I'm not a big Walmart fan.
Well, I find it very odd for me to drive by a grocery store to get to another grocery store. So that's why I typically shop at Walmart.
If there's other things that I need, then I'll go to Walmart. Mm-hmm. But if it's just groceries, Kroger to me is smaller and more manageable than having to trek half mile down to the back of the store to get what I need.
Right.
So I go to Kroger.
So speaking of the fact that I had 7 boys in my house last night, my baby turns 11 tomorrow.
Because you old.
He was born on Thanksgiving, so that means it's taken 11 years for Thanksgiving to roll back around on the 22nd.
Well, yeah, because we got leap years here too.
So, the 22nd.
He's a turkey baby.
He's a turkey baby. When he was born, he had a turkey hat. They had handmade these little turkey hats, and he had a turkey on his hat. And he
turkey on his hat.
He did have a turkey on his hat. On his head.
Yeah.
And he was the sweetest baby ever.
And he looks like your daddy.
And he looks just like my dad.
Really? He looks just like her daddy.
He looks dead on my daddy. And, oh my gosh, he's 11.
Mm-hmm. And thinks he's going to be 21.
He really is obsessed with this Fortnite thing. I think maybe I should buy him some rehab.
I think all little boys are obsessed with that.
It's really bad.
Because, since we've been on the air since last time, Mallory has turned 15. She will be driving next year. I'm just amazed by that. And now I understand why old people always say, you blink, you'll miss it.
I know. We are not going to blink anymore.
I know. Some days, it seems like days just creep by. When we're sitting in trials and juries are out, that's what it seems like. It takes forever. And other days, you look at your children and you think, they were babies yesterday.
I know. My mama posted a picture of Carson in his SpongeBob pajamas and little sunglasses yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I want that baby back.
So hug your babies.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing to me. But I'm telling you, those boys were awesome last night. They were so good. No, I actually fell asleep on the couch. They didn't even wake me up.
Good.
They only woke me up and be like, hey, Mama.
That means their mom and daddy are doing a good job.
They are doing a good job, and I appreciate it. Carson has a really awesome group of friends, and he added a new friend yesterday to the mix. Fit right in. Didn't even miss a beat.
I tell my girls all the time, your 5 closest friends will determine who you are. Mm-hmm. Meaning, so you feel free to tell your kids this. If your 5 closest friends get good grades, you'll get good grades. Mm-hmm. If your 5 closest friends do drugs, you're going to end up doing drugs. If your 5 closest friends are successful, you'll be successful. Mm-hmm. So you tell your kids that.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful for that group of boys. They're a good group of boys, and their parents are good people, and I love them. The only bad boy in the bunch,
Yours.
Woody.
Oh, the dog. Thought you were going to say yours.
The dog, he just, he needs to get fixed, is all I gotta say.
Well, you take that back and get
Speaking of, we have forgot this. Yes. The Woody Dixie Pets of the Week.
So tell me about Rusty.
I think Rusty got adopted.
And we haven't even talked about him.
Our pet of the week. I think I saw on Donna Callahan's Facebook.
Oh, he is. I was going to say, he looks like a St. Bernard mix. He is.
I think he got adopted today, but let's talk about him just in case it's not the same Rusty. Rusty is a young St. Bernard mix around 65 pounds. He is the complete package and an absolutely wonderful dog. I know it's the same dog.
It is.
It's the same dog.
Says he'll sit and shake, and is most likely already housebroken, great with other dogs, seems to be fine with cats.
He's a lover. He got adopted. This is him.
And his favorite thing is to give big sloppy kisses.
That's him. I know he got adopted. Rusty is easy to bathe, rides great in the car, and is highly food motivated.
Me too.
I like food a lot too.
I'm highly food motivated.
I brought donuts to work today because I thought Deb's birthday's Saturday, and she lied. She lied on Facebook when her birthday is. So it's next Tuesday, so we're having donuts Tuesday, too.
I was like, well, when's her birthday? Why would she lie about her birthday for 3 days?
But I was like, oh.
Did you tell her you lie about the year, not the day?
I know, so I'm bringing donuts again. Hello. We all gonna get fat and
Come on, Dad, pal. You don't lie about the day, you lie about the year. All right, so congratulations to Rusty.
Now, this next one, the cat, is in honor of me.
His name is Squirrel.
Squirrel. I can't squirrel because it's dark.
It's dark outside.
But anyway, Squirrel's a beautiful 6 to 7 month old silver tabby short-haired kitten. Squirrel is very nervous.
That's why his name's Squirrel.
And likes to hang out in her hammock. This sweet kitten needs a patient home that will give her the love and attention she needs to become a well-rounded pet. She likes to be cuddled, but since she is so scared, she can be a little squirrely.
It's the name. That's what it says.
Squirrel is ready to find her own kind and gentle forever home.
That's hilarious.
Squirrel.
Oh, I want to give a plug back to sports real quick because I forgot and you were talking and I was like, oh. So, Mallory's wrestling high school now.
Oh, yes.
So, they've only had a scrimmage. They've not had any matches yet. But the middle school, who she's not even on the middle school team anymore, has already had several matches, and they have gotten already 2 third-place wins.
That is awesome.
Last week they got a third-place win out of 20 teams.
Go Mustangs!
So they've already gotten to put 2 new trophies in the case at the middle school. There's so many of those kids that are so good.
That is awesome.
Cole Harrod, of course, Sasha's little boy. Luke Knight. And Hannah Pittman and Annika, and I mean, there's just so many good kids. I'm afraid I'm going to leave somebody out. Strayers.
Caldwell, Ethan Caldwell. He's on there.
Yes. So Gabe Gonzalez, you know.
Gabe, yes.
So
Gabe was one of my Chicago boys.
Yes. So they're all really good. I got to watch them all wrestle last year when Mallory was on the team. So they're all really good kids. They're really good wrestlers. And so I want to tell them congratulations because nobody ever talks about them.
That's awesome.
Most people don't even know we have a middle school wrestling team.
That is awesome.
And that bodes well for the future for high school wrestling. But they're all doing really, really well. And I'm very proud of them because that last year we placed a couple times, but we certainly didn't have 2 meets third place in a row, back to back.
Right.
So good for them.
That is awesome.
And congratulations to those coaches because they all coach for free.
Yes.
All these daddies that are out there coaching and they coach for free and they spend so much time and they are just all about it. And if you've never been to a wrestling match before, and I didn't know anything about it till last year, but I'm very well versed on it now.
You got it now.
It takes all day. When I say you're gone all day, you're gone all day. You leave early Saturday morning, you don't get home till late Saturday night. I think last Saturday they left at 6:45 in the morning, the bus did, and I don't think they got home till 9:30 or 9:45 that night. And they only went to Woodford County. It's all day. It's all day. And those parents sit there all day. So you talk about giving up your days. So, and it's a very individualized sport, even though you get team scores. That's how your team wins. It's still very individualized. And Mallory still loves it. She went to a scrimmage last Saturday with a high school team. and there was lots of girls there from other schools. So for the first time ever, they actually separated the girls away from the boys, and she wrestled a whole bunch of girls that were bigger than her. She was the smallest girl there. She whooped up on some girls. One girl was just mad. She got up off the mat and just stomped away, went upstairs and flowed herself down on the floor. This is a high school girl.
Threw a temper tantrum.
No, I think it was from pure exhaustion. I don't know that it was a temper tantrum. She was mad because she got beat. But I think she was just exhausted because they were just going at it. And she easily had 30 pounds on Mallory. Easily. They're divided by weight class. She easily had 30 pounds by Mallory. But Mallory just whooped up on her. And she got
That's
up.
my girl.
And she stomped off. And she stomped off up there by her mama and flopped down on the floor like, oh, that little girl just beat me up.
Oh, I thought you meant she had temper tantrum.
Well, she kind of had one of those too, but it was more, I just got beat by a little skinny girl. It was one of those.
She whooped my tail.
That's right. I don't know that she's had a butt whooping like that lately, so I think it was a little eye-opening experience for
I
her.
can imagine Mallory giving a butt whooping to anybody.
Not when they got 30 pounds on you.
Yeah, I trust her.
She's a big old girl. So I'll have more about that in the future when they have, I think they have their first meet maybe coming up this week. So I'll let you know on that. But there's some really good kids on that high school wrestling team. So.
Well, I need to give a shout out to our local law enforcement, our sheriff's department.
What do we do now?
I think city police helped out, and I know state police had also been working on a situation, and I just want to give them a big shout out for cleaning up a situation behind my office, and that's all I'm going to say.
I can say about it, they get some drugs off the streets, y'all. So, lots of drugs. Lots of drugs. So it works out really well. Not for the people that went to jail.
Law enforcement's working really hard.
Even though you might not see them, you may or may not hear about it. And of course, it goes along with one of those. You see something, you say something. If you see something going on, now you know about the Washington County thing Monday, right?
Yes.
So if y'all haven't seen on the news, today's Wednesday, Monday, down in Washington County, they had a manufacturing plant type thing down there, and some guy was stalking around in their parking lot, for lack of a better word, and somebody called because he was sticking out and he was doing unusual stuff.
And he had a bunch of guns.
And a bunch of ammo.
And he was ready to shoot somebody up.
Yes. So, that's another reason why y'all know about our past here in the last couple of weeks. So, that's why it's very important. Even if it's drugs, even if it's not a shooting, if it's drugs, you need to say something. If somebody's doing something wrong, it's the right thing to say something. You don't let that whole snitches get stitches thing. No, and it's not. Look, she act like y'all don't know what snitches get stitches mean. They know what that means.
Yes.
It's okay to say something. I tell my
kids,
it is. I tell my kids that all the time. It's okay. Don't be afraid to say something. That's what protects a lot of people. You never know when that's going to protect somebody.
Yes, it does.
You know, in this drug situation,
we got to get it under control, y'all. I mean,
people are dying.
Just report, please.
And that's a perfect example. The person had those drugs and distributing it, and somebody takes something and they OD, and somebody's family member dies.
I saw something on the Facebook.
The Facebook?
Well, you know, every once in a while you got to throw in the. A young man and his buddy took one pill that had been laced in fentanyl, and they died.
Right. So you never know. So
you never know. So you got to talk.
It's
and
okay
tell.
to say something. It's okay. If people are stealing stuff, it's okay to say something. Don't turn your head.
I can't stand a thief.
Yeah. But, you know, people work hard every day for your money, and then when somebody else comes along and steals stuff, whether it be from a Walmart, from somebody's house, it's okay to say something.
Yes. Yes, please. But I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of our local law enforcement for working hard to clean up.
They did a good job. So, I think that's all we got. I think we still don't have any sound. Is that correct, Mr. Producer? He can still hear us. Y'all can't.
So we're going wah, wah, wah.
So that means you're going to show it again later. And so maybe you need to comment on there that it'll be showed again later since they can't hear us. You did? Oh, Mr. Producer's already taking care of that.
Jamie, Robinette, you are sweet. You two sure do look cute as always, even if I can't hear you. You are sweet as pie.
You know, sometimes people prefer when they can't hear us.
Sometimes they do.
Though one of the officers...
She's going to report Josh Satterley.
Though one of the officers did tell us the other day, and Corey, do you remember him? John Michael said the other day, he said...
Somebody was waving. Who was that?
I don't know.
My squirrel was not active enough.
I don't know.
Who was it?
But he said, she and I were talking and going on about our normal, everyday stuff.
Because we give each other a hard time a lot.
And he said, I love listening to y'all talk. Bless his heart. We're both on the biz mama. He's like,
no, I am not.
Yes, you are. And he said, I love listening to y'all talk. So, on that note, since they can't hear us talk, yes, you are. You're closer to his daddy in age than you are him. That makes you old enough.
That is so true.
So, we will be with you all next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great turkey day tomorrow.
Eat lots.
If you go out Black Friday shopping, don't forget to shop local. Mm-hmm. And Saturday is shop local Saturday. So
be nice when you're shopping. Be nice.
Oh.
Don't be ugly.
Wanda Gash was not nice back in the day. She was
calling your mom out?
She would tell you the same thing. She found the last Cabbage Patch doll, and this woman was trying to get it, and she was like, no!
That's hilarious. So be nice when you're shopping, and tomorrow make sure you wear your eating breeches.
Yes, wear your eating breeches. Yoga pants are fab for Thanksgiving.
Something with an elastic waist. Something with an elastic waist.
Like a big tunic top.
Yes.
Just flow.
So when you have a food baby, nobody can see it.
Nobody can see it. But anyway, have a great Thanksgiving. And listen, we're thankful for every single one of you.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching us.
Yes, thank you.
And for partaking in our gooberness.
Yeah, we're a little bit gooberish.
Yeah. Y'all have a good week.